paper than usual paper, correct? Right. Ratul and Mayuri started at the same time from the place A and place B respectively. They traveled towards each other, meaning opposite, at the rate of 36 km per hour and 48 km per hour respectively. When they met, it was found that one of them had traveled 1 or 2 kilometers more than the other. What is the distance traveled by the, what is the distance between two places, right? Usual way is, I'll tell you two methods here. First person will cover 36 kilometers in 1 hour, and same time second person will cover 48 kilometers. That means second person can cover 12 kilometers more than the first person if travel for 1 hour. But when they met, what is the distance between both the persons? 1 or 2. That means time traveled is 1 or 2 kilometers divided by 12, because there will be only 12 kilometers difference in distance for 1 hour. For getting total time, it is 1 or 2 by 12. What is this? You will get number. What is this? Time. The time they traveled, right? And when they are moving opposite each other, if you want to calculate distance d is equal to speed into time. Time is that, and speed, relative speed, s1 plus s2, that is 84. This is one way. Okay? The other way is, see, if they are moving in opposite direction, relative speed becomes s1 plus s2, 84 km per hour. And if they travel for 1 hour, difference in their distance covered will be equal to 12. Correct? This is extra distance covered by second person, and this is total distance covered by both the persons. What is extra distance covered by the second person overall? 1 or 2. If 12 becomes 1 or 2, 84 becomes how much? Got it? If 12 becomes 1 or 2, 84 becomes how much? Vertical comparison. 12 how many times? 7 times. 1 or 2, 7 times, 714. Done. Is it clear? The respective ratio of percentages of man and his wife is 5:4. After 3 years, the respective ratio of their ages will be 16:13. If at the time of marriage, the respective ratio of their ages was 11:8, what was the sum of their ages at the time of marriage? At the time of marriage, man's age is 11 parts, wife age 8 parts, total 19 parts. Should be 19 multiple. How many 19 multiples are here? Only one. Enough. Okay. Next. The average score of 37 students of a class in an English test is 84 out of 140. After removing top 3 scores, the average score drops by 2.5, decreases by 2.5. If the second highest score is less than 112 and the second highest and the third highest score are not the same, the highest score should be at least what minimum value? At least. Okay. Now, what is given average here? 84. For how many students? 37. Now, you are removing top 3 candidates. If topper's average is also 84, 84, 84, 84, 3 members are there, 3 84s, how much? 252, 252. So if topper's total marks for 3 members together is 252, if you remove them, will there be any change in the average? No, average will be same as before. But what happened to average? Decreased by 2.5. For how many people? for 34 remaining people. Already we have 37 members. 3 members went out. Now how many members are there in the group? 34. And for these 34 members, average decreased by 2.5, correct? Now, sum of total marks obtained by toppers should be definitely more than 252. And for 34 members, average dropped by 2.5. So, total marks obtained by toppers is 252 plus 34 2.5. 34 2 times 34 half 68 plus 17 85. So total marks obtained by top 3 members is 252 plus 85. How much is this? 337. 337 is marks obtained by top 3 members, correct? Right. Now these are toppers. First person, second person, third person. First topper, second topper, third topper. See, you are given one condition. Second topper marks is definitely less than 112. And look at this. Here for topper you are expected to calculate minimum marks. What least marks is possible, correct? So you will get least marks, least possible marks for first person provided if you give maximum marks for second topper and third topper. Got it? And your major condition says second person's marks is definitely less than 112. So can I write 112? Next best mark is 111. Second person marks and third person marks both are not equal. Hence, third topper mark should be definitely less than 110, 111, definitely less than 111, but should be as maximum as possible. What can be written here? 110. 110. Now, sum of marks obtained by first 3 toppers is 337. Out of 337, 111 and 110 marks are already allotted to second and third. Then remaining 116. 116 is least possible mark for first topper. Yes? Clear everybody? మాట్లాడాలి అర్థం కాల 337 వరకు అర్థమైందా రైట్ 3 మెంబర్స్ ఉన్నారు ఫస్ట్ టాపర్కి వీలైనన్ని తక్కువ మార్కులు వేయాలి ఫస్ట్ టాపర్కి వీలైనన్ని తక్కువ ఎప్పుడు వస్తాయి సెకండ్కి థర్డ్కి మ్యాక్సిమం ఇస్తాయి సెకండ్ పర్సన్ మార్క్స్ డెఫినెట్గా 112 కంటే తక్కువ ఉండాలి అని అన్నారు లెస్ దెన్ 112 సో 112 ఇవ్వడానికి లేదు 111 ఇవ్వచ్చు సెకండ్ టాపర్ కంటే థర్డ్ టాపర్కి తక్కువ మార్కులు రావాలి కాబట్టి 111 కంటే తక్కువ రావాలి 111 కంటే తక్కువ అంటే 110 మిగిలేవి 116 దట్ ఈస్ మార్క్స్ అబ్టైన్డ్ బై ఫస్ట్ టాపర్ క్లియర్ నౌ మై డౌట్ ఈస్ దిస్ ఈస్ డన్ దిస్ క్వశ్చన్ ఈజ్ ఓవర్ నౌ లెట్ మీ చేంజ్ ద క్వశ్చన్ వాట్ maximum marks are possible for first topper condition same what maximum marks are possible for first topper all conditions same and sum of marks obtained by first 3 toppers is 337 done now tell me 336 then second topper third topper third topper 160 second topper 80 third topper same how can it be someone said 0 and 1 for second topper and third topper okay what is average for remaining people what is average for remaining people see what is total average 84 so when first top 3 members are left then average decreases by 2.5 they said then what is average for remaining 34 members 81.5 okay according to average concept can I take those 34 members are getting 81 and a half, 81 and a half, 81 and a half, 81 and a half, and so on? Yes or no? So they are all are getting equal marks. If you have a third topper should definitely get more than 81 and a half. Then only you can say he is third topper. If he is also getting 81 and a half, you cannot say he is third topper. Am I right? So marks obtained by third topper must be definitely more than 81 and a half. We are expecting maximum marks for first topper. So second and third should get as minimum as possible. Correct? Hence, if remaining members average is 81 and a half, third topper marks can be 82. Got it? And second topper marks definitely more than 82 and should be integer. You have that line. In question it is given. Marks obtained by those three persons are in integers and we are expecting minimum mark for second person. So if third person gets 82, second person can get 83. Together are getting 165. Subtract 165 from this. 172. 172 can be maximum marks. But what is, for how many marks the exam was conducted? For how many marks exam was conducted? For 140. If the exam is conducted for 140, can a person get 172? So what is maximum marks possible here? 140 possible. Got it? Clear everybody? If you don't have that condition, in bracket if maximum marks are 140, then answer should be 172. But if exam itself is for 140 marks, you cannot get more than 140. Right? మీలో ఎవరికైనా డౌట్ రావచ్చు, పిచ్చాడర్ 172 దాకా చేసి తర్వాత నువ్వు 140కి వెళ్ళావు, మేము డైరెక్ట్గా 140కి వెళ్ళిపోతాము అని. సపోజ్ ఇన్ ద కాంబినేషన్ ఇఫ్ యూ గెట్ 139 here, in combination if you get 139, that is possible. So in that case if you directly give answer as 140, which is not correct. Clear everybody? So make sure how many marks are possible for first topper and observe maximum number of marks. If it is exceeding maximum number of marks, just give 100% of the marks. Clear everybody? Right. Next. A jar has a mixture of milk and water in the respective ratio 5:4. From this jar, 36 liters of this mixture is taken out, and after that 20 liters of pure water was added. Now, ratio of milk and water in the jar is 15:17. What is the new quantity of mixture in the jar? Now, after replacement, you are asked to calculate quantity. Correct? Now, after replacement, what is the ratio between milk quantity and water? 15:17. Total 30. So it should be 32 parts. Should be 32 multiple. Can you tell me 32 multiple? 32 10 times 320. 5 times half. 1. Do you have 160? Less than 160 only? So to get next multiple, subtract 32 from 160. How much is that? 120. Do we have 128? Right. Final answer. I'll tell you one more thing, how to verify it. Suppose if there are two options which are 32 multiples, I can tell you. 32 3 times, how much is that? 96. 32 4 times is 128. This is after replacement. Suppose if these two options are available in options. Before replacement, meaning initially we have some quantity, from that 36 liters is taken out and 20 liters is added. So final effect, 16 liters is taken out and now we got these numbers. Okay. So after 16 liters is gone, if the quantity becomes 96, before that you will have 96 plus 16. How much is that? 112. Correct. Initial ratio between milk and water should be 5:4. Total should be 9 parts. Is 112 9 multiple? So though you have 96 in option, that cannot be your answer, because initial quantity should be 9 multiple. Once if you subtract 16 liters from it, that should be 32 multiple. Got it? So if you take second combination, after replacement you have 128 liters. Before that quantity should be 16 liters more than that. 16 liters more than 128 in the sense 144. Is 144 9 multiple? Yes, that's what my point. Initial quantity should be 9 multiple and after that replacement should be 32 multiple, like that there is only one. Though if you find multiple options which are 32 multiples, by identifying initial quantity as 9 multiple, you can get your answer. Okay. Otherwise you have to solve the data. Mottham data anta తీసుకొని చేయాలి. అవసరమా? Kunal invested certain sum in scheme A which offers simple interest at 12% per annum. Invested a certain amount in scheme B which offers compound interest at 10% per annum. He invested in both schemes for 2 years. If the amount invested in scheme B is 1/4 of the amount invested in scheme A and the total interest occurred by him from both the schemes together is 5,265, what is the total amount invested by him in scheme A and B together? Okay, now principles. Investment in scheme B is 1/4 of investment in scheme A. Usually we will start with by taking number as 100%, but B's investment is 1/4 they are saying. What is denominator? So let us start with 400% as investment of A. Then in B's investment becomes 100%. Now let me calculate interest. What is rate of interest offered in scheme A? 12%. Simple interest for 2 years at 12% per annum? 24%. 24% of 400. 24% of 400. How much? 96%. Now, in scheme B, it is given at compound interest at the rate of 10% per annum. Compound interest at 10% per annum for 2 years? 21%. Total interest obtained from scheme A and B together in terms of percentage? 117. Now, total interest in terms of percentage is 117%. In terms of rupees, that is equal to 5,265. And we need to calculate, come on, total investment which is equal to 500%, correct? Just a minute. 117, number is ending with, and right hand side number ending with, that meaning multiplication number is ending with 5. So if you multiply 500 with a number ending with 5, your answer should end with 500. Look at your options. How many are there? 2 are there. Observe those 2 options carefully. First option is 20,500. Fifth option is 22,500. 22,500 is 9 multiple. 22,500 is 9 multiple. First option, 20,500 is not a multiple of 9, not even a multiple of 3. So now just verify whether we will get multiple of 9 or not. Got it? See, we are left with 2 options. You know that your answer should end with 500, correct? Now I want to eliminate one option. For elimination, the rule I am following is 9 multiplication. If it is 9 multiple, fifth option answer. If it is not 9 multiple, first option answer. Got it? Now, 9 how many times? See, right hand side and left hand side, both the numbers are 9 multiples. Did you observe? 9 how many times? 13 times. 9, 5 times, 45. 76 you have, 8 times, and then 5 times. Meaning, 13% is equal to 585. Left hand side number 13%, is 13 9 multiple? At least 3 multiple? But right hand side you have 585. 585 is 9 multiple. That means in multiplication process we have 9 multiple. So answer also should be 9 multiple. First option cannot be your answer. Last option final answer. 22,500. See, for option elimination, first rule we are following is last digit verification. First we verify last digit. 500. 2 options are there. If there is only one, you are done. As there are 2 options, now out of those 2 options we have to eliminate 1. Just observe those numbers. One is 9 multiple, other is not a multiple of 9. So just go and verify whether will you get 9 multiple or not. Done. Okay. Yes, next. A and B started a business by investing 36,000, 52,000 respectively. After 4 months, C joined them with an amount equal to that invested by A, meaning 36,000. After 2 months of C's joining, C joined after 4 months. From there again 2 months, in the sense after 6 months. That is indirect way of saying after 6 months from the start of business. A and B withdraws half of their respective investment. If they earned an annual profit of 3,36,000, C's share is, right. 3 zeros cancel. Come on. Now you can cancel both the numbers with 4. Chalo. 9 etla potundi nee bonda potundi. Oh, atla antava, okay. Let's take 36 and 52 direct, no issue. Let's take 32 and 52. We'll go for cancellation later. C is also investing an amount which is equal to A's investment. A and B invested initial investments for first 6 months only, but after 6 months they withdrawn half of their investment. That means 18 will be here, 26 will be here, and this will be there for another 6 months. C joined after 4 months, so he will be there for only 8 months. So in first line, second line and last line, you can take 6 common and go for cancellation. Everywhere you have 6 multiple. 6, take 6 common. Take 6 common. 6 how many times? 6 times. Now let me add numbers. 36 plus 18, 54. 52 plus 76, 52 plus 26, 78. 6 into 8, 48. Again you can find 6 multiple. 6 multiple. 6 how many times? 9 times. Let me write here. 6 how many times? 13 times. 6 how many times? 8 times. 9 plus 13, 22. 22 plus 8, 30. So total profit in terms of parts is 30 parts. C is getting 8 parts. Total profit in rupees is 3,36,000. 8 parts is equal to how much? Got it? 1 0 1 0 cancel, you have 2 zeros, so your answer also should get 2 zeros. 3 how many times is 336? 1 1 2. 112 times of 8. 112 times of 8. 8 96. 89,600. Now, in the figure, diameter of outer circle is 70 and that of inner circle is 56. If you are given diameter, can't we calculate radius? Half of that. What is the area of the shaded region? Okay. Now, whatever it is, circle area should be what multiple? You are taking part of that. A part of 11 multiple also should be 11 multiple. From that you need to subtract inner circle area, that is also 11 multiple. 11 multiple minus 11 multiple should be 11 multiple. Right, verify it. 4 options, not all. First 4 options are 11 multiple, so you cannot verify it. We have to do it now. Now tell me, how to calculate area of this particular part for outer circle? What is this called? Sector. Area of sector? తెలియని వాళ్ళు ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారు చెప్పండి? Raise your hand. How many of you don't know? Don't know. How many of you don't know? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Okay. ఇప్పుడు చెయ్యెత్తకుండా ఉన్నారు చూడు, వాళ్ళని నేను అడిగే ఛాన్స్ ఉందన్నమాట, అందుకే చూస్తున్నా ఎవరెవరు చెప్తారా అని. నువ్వు కాసేపు ఇట్లా అంటున్నావు, కాసేపు ఇట్లా అంటున్నావు, కాసేపు ఇట్లా అంటున్నావు. నేను ఇట్లాంటివి బాగా అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తా. రైట్, వెయిట్, నేను చెప్తా వినండి. ఫర్ ఫుల్ సర్కిల్, what is internal angle? How many degrees we have? That means take 1/6 of total area you will get. Got it? You don't have to use formulas. Use your common sense. Full circle in the sense 360 degrees. But there you have only 60 degrees. That is 1/6. Got it? Even if you use formula, you will get same answer. Right. Now, outer circle area minus inner circle area. Come on. For outer circle area we have to take 1/6 and for inner circle also we have to take 1/6. So we'll do 1/6 later. First let's calculate outer circle area minus inner circle area. Okay. Pi r1 square minus pi r2 square. Clear? Right. What is r1? What is r1? 35. That is diameter. r1 35. r2 28. Pi is common. Take pi common. r1 square minus r2 square by 6. Numerator you have a plus b, a square minus b square form. A plus b into a minus b. Now let me do it. Pi, I will want to write it as 22/7 and denominator you already have 6 into 35 plus 28. 63 into 35 minus 28. 7. 7, 7 cancel. Come on. 2, 11 times. 2, 3 times. 3, 21 times. 11 into 21 should end with 1. Only 1. Next. In an election between two candidates, only two candidates contested. 20% of the registered voters did not cast their vote, meaning 80% have casted their vote. Out of that, 112 votes were declared invalid. So, contestants can share only 80% minus 112 votes. And one candidate, winner, got 500 votes more than his opponent. The number of votes received by the winner is 44% of number of registered voters, meaning first person is getting, winner is getting 44%. See, sum of total votes received by both contestants together is 80% minus 112. Out of that, if one gets 44%, other will get 36% minus 112, then only sum of both the numbers will be equal to 80% minus 112. And you also given that first person got, winner got 500 votes more than the loser. Difference of these two is equal to 500. Minus of minus 112 becomes positive, goes to right hand side, becomes minus. 500 minus 112, 388. 44% minus 36%, 8%. 8% is equal to 388, and your question is total how many registered voters are there, which is 100%, correct? Right. See, if 8% is 388, then 80% will be 3880, and to get 100%, how much more we need to add? 20% we have to add. Amma? Right. Correct. How many registered voters could cast their vote? Correct. 80% have casted. 3880. Right. If your question is how many registered voters are there, then you need to calculate 100%. Correct. Next. 8 men can finish a piece of work in 20 days, 15 women can finish the piece of work in 16 days. Right, men and women we have. What are the rules? First, concentrate on relation, then conversion, then M1D1, M2D2. First, you need to know relation between men and women. Like X men efficiency is equal to Y woman efficiency. Now, 8 men can do it in 20 days. 8 men can do it in 20 days. 15 women can do the same piece of work in 16 days. Both are equal. Come on. 8 how many times? 2 times. 2 how many times? 10 times. 5 2 times. 5 3 times. That is 2 men efficiency is equal to 3 women. 2 men efficiency is equal to 3 women. Now, we got the relation. Next, 4 men and 6 women started working together and worked for 10 days. After that, 8 more men joined them. How many days will they now take to finish the remaining work? Okay, clear. So I want to convert entire equation to only men. Only men. 4 men we have, 6 women we have. See, if 3 women efficiency is equal to 2 men, 6 women efficiency becomes 4 women. Already we have 4 men, and again we will get 4 men. Total 8 men. Now, 8 men started working. Worked for how many days? 10 days. See, you know that 8 men can complete the total work in how many days? Out of 20 days they completed already 10 days work. Now remaining work is 10 days. Remaining work is for 10 days. Clear? Now this much work is left with us. Now what happened? 8 more men joined. That means how many men we have? 16 men. 16 men can complete this work in how many days? 2, 5 times. Answer 5. Yeah. If 8 men can complete the remaining work in 10 days, if 8 more men join, meaning efficiency becomes double. If efficiency double, then time becomes half. Miranda purchased 30 kgs of rice at 16 rupees per kg, another 20 kgs of rice at certain price. She mixed the 2 varieties and sold the entire quantity at the rate of 23.28 per kg and made 20% overall profit. Now, at what price per kg did she purchase the lot of another 20 kgs rice? Now, so for this question, what is best? Allegation is one way. Allegation only, not reverse method. Reverse is not possible. Allegation. But in allegation, what point is important with respect to this question? Either you must take only cost prices for 3 values, first variety, second variety and mixer, or you can take selling prices. Now, your question is about cost price and first variety cost price is given. So let us convert selling price of mixer to cost price. Okay. By selling it for 23.28, how much percentage of profit is made? That means selling price becomes 120%, cost price in the sense 100%. For simplification purpose, you can take this as 6 parts, 120%, 5 parts as 100%. Now you can go for it. Horizontal comparison. Look at the right hand side number, you have 4 numbers. Right hand side you have 4 numbers, right? If you are good at simplification, you can do it. But I am not good at simplification. Okay? Now, I will tell you the way which I follow. If 120% is 23.28, 100% should be definitely less than that. Right. If I take it as 20, what is 20% of 20? Because there is 20% profit, right? What is 20% of cost price? 4. Then selling price becomes 124, but we have less than that. Come on. So 100% value should be definitely less than 20. So should be in 19. Clear? Now 20% value is ending with what? 8. Is ending with 8. Then 10% should end with 4 or 9. 10% may end with either 4 or 9. Let me try with 4. That is 0.4. What is 10% of 19.4? 1.94. What is 20%? 3.88. 3.88. Is sum of these two numbers is equal to 23.28? Come on. So cost price 100% is 19.4. If it doesn't work out, 19.9 will be your answer, because here 20% is ending with 8. 10% may end with either 4 or 9. Got it? We are verifying it with 4. Got success. Else keep 9 there. So what is 19.4? Answer and చూస్తున్నారేమో ఆప్షన్ లో, ఇది కాదు ఆన్సర్ ఇంకా. What is this? Cost price of mixture, correct? Now, how many kgs of first variety we have? And second variety? Total 50. Mixture cost price is 19.4. And how many total kgs of mixture we have? 50. So I want to calculate total cost price of mixture. Per kg 19.4. 10 kgs 194. 100 kgs 1940. But we want only 50. Make it half. Half of 1940. Half of 1940. 970. This is mixer price. Total cost of mixer, which is of 50 kgs. From this I want to subtract total cost of first variety. How many kgs of first variety rice we have? 30. And what is per kg price? 16. So total 30 kgs value becomes 30 into 16, which is 480. So if you subtract first variety value from the total, what do you get? The total cost of second variety of rice. Yes. And how many kgs of second variety rice we have? Divided by 20 will give you per kg price. How much is value? Come on, numerator. 490 by 20. 0 0 cancel. 49 by 2. 24.5 rupees. I am not using allegation. Next, it's already 4. ఏమ్మా చెప్పాలా ఇది? ఏం కావాలో చెప్పండి మిగిలిన వాటిలో. ఇది ఈజీనే. నోకియా మొబైల్, శాంసంగ్, సోనీ. ఏమైనా పర్టికులర్ క్వశ్చన్ కావాలంటే చెప్పండి. డోంట్ వాంట్ ఎనీథింగ్? వన్ గట్టిగా 179. Right. In a group of one, what is this first of all? Data sufficiency, right. In a group of 120 girls, each one like only one or more colors, red, pink and blue. How many girls like pink color? So, if you understand like this, pink, red, blue. If you are asked about number of girls who like pink, people who like only pink, correct? Number 1, area number 1. Girls who like pink and red but not blue. Pink and red but not blue. Second area. Girls who like pink and blue but not red. Third area. And those who like all colors. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You need to add these 4 areas, then you will get girls who like pink color, correct? Or from the total, if you subtract A, B, C. From this, if you subtract A, B, C values from the total, will you get girls who like pink? Yes? So there are 2 ways. There are 2 ways. Because you have a major condition here. Each one likes one or more colors. So out of these 120 girls, every person should be occupying one of the areas here. There are no girls left here who do not like either colors. So 120 girls should be representing here. So if you want to calculate girls who like pink, you can add 1, 2, 3, 4 or subtract A, B, C values from the total. Right, come on. Just imagine 10% of the girls like only red. 15% of the girls like only blue. 15% of the girls like only blue and red. What is this about? A, B, C values, correct? Only red, only blue, blue and red, only red, A, only blue, C, blue and red only, B. So if you subtract these three values from the total, that is 120, will you get answer or not? Yes, one alone is sufficient, need not to calculate it. 20% of the girls like only pink, 10% of the like only pink and blue, 15% like only pink and red, 15% girls like all the three. What is this about? 1, 2, 3, 4 areas? Will you get answer using 2 alone? Yes, 1 alone sufficient or 2 alone. Next. In a school, notebooks were distributed equally among children on Independence Day. How many notebooks were there for distribution? We need to calculate total number of books we have for distribution. Right. Do you know how many students are here? No, right? Yes. Come on. At least how many books they plan to distribute per person? That is also not there. Right. So basically in question you have nothing. In question you have nothing. Right. Come on. Since 25 children were absent, each child got 1 notebook extra. Will you get answer using 1 alone? How many students are there? Do you have that? How many books they plan to distribute each person? Do you know that? No. 1 alone is not sufficient. Next. Total number of notebooks for distribution was 5 times the number of children. Is 2 alone sufficient? Here also, you have just comparison between total number of books planned and how many students are there. But nothing is given in terms of a number, correct? Right. Using 2 alone will you get? Using 1 and 2 together? 1 and 2 together? Yes, sir. Who said yes? What number you have? Will you get answer using 1 and 2? Gettiga? Yes, we will get. We will get answer. See, using second point, I can derive one thing as number of books were 5 times the number of children, each child will get 5 books. Am I right? Each child will get 5 books. Now, let me consider first also. How many students were absent? Now, because 25 students were absent, basically those 25 students will get 25 into 5 books. Got it? Because we derived from the second point, each child may get 5 books. So, 25 children were absent. If they were present, they would get 25 into 5, that is total 125 books. Correct? Clear everybody? Now these 125 books are distributed to candidates who were present on that day, and each is getting 1 extra book. That means candidates who were present in the class, 125. Those who were absent, 25. Total students, 150. And each child will get 5 books. So total number of books planned to distribute is 750. Got it? We will get an answer. This is important to derive from the second point. If number of books are 5 times the number of students, each child will get 5 books. You need to derive that. If that point strikes in your mind, then you will get answer. Next. How much time will it take to fill the tank completely if 2 inlet pipes A and B are opened simultaneously and the tank has a leak that empties the fully filled tank in 48 hours when no inlets are opened, right? Now, you have a tank and it has a leak and it is given that it takes 48 hours to empty the tank. Now, your question is finally, we have 2 taps, A and B. Time to fill the tank by pipes A and B when leakage is there. So, to answer this question, what is that we need to know? Come on, guess. What information is required for us to answer the question? Time taken by A alone, B alone to fill the tank? Yes or no? If you know time taken by A alone to fill the tank or B alone to fill and B alone to fill the tank, will you get answer? Tell me yes or no. Now, that is true. Suppose if I give you the total time taken by A, B together to fill the tank when there is no outlet. Now we have to calculate the time taken by the taps to fill the tank with outlet. Am I right? Without leakage, if I give you time taken by tap A and B to fill the tank, using that information, can you get answer? Tell me yes or no. Yes, we will get. Me paade. Yen sadul chavutunnaru asla. How many inlets we have? 2 inlets. 1 hour work of A and 1 hour work of B will be equal to 1 hour work of both A and B. Yes or no? Second point I am talking about. Instead of giving time taken by A alone or B alone, I will give you the total time taken by AB to fill the tank when there is no leakage. Right? So, in that case, if the time taken by A and B, see, fine, we will come to options. Pipe A alone fills the tank in 24 hours and pipe B fills the pipe B fills the tank faster than pipe A by 50%. So using this comparison, this is about efficiency. Pipe B fills the tank faster than pipe A by 50%. Using this particular comparison, can you calculate the time taken by tap B to fill the tank? Can you? Yes. So using 1 alone, will you get answer? Because we know time taken by A alone, B alone to fill the tank. We will get answer using information given in 1 alone. Clear. Next. Had there been no leakage, pipes A and B together could have filled the tank in 9 3/5 hours. That is 9 3/5 in the sense 48 by 5. So AB takes 48 by 5 hours to fill the tank. Then 1 hour work of AB is 5 by 48. So 5 by 48 will have 1 hour work of A, 1 hour work of B. So which is total work done by inlet pipes? Getting my point? Outlet can empty the full tank in 48 hours. 1 hour work of outlet is 1 by 48. So this is the total work done by all inlets and outlet for 1 hour. Using this, will you get answer or not? Yes. So 1 alone or 2 alone. Next, what is the total cost of painting 2 adjacent walls of a rectangular hall having no windows or doors? 2 adjacent halls. Adjacent meaning side by side. So as this is rectangle, we have to calculate the area required for painting 2 walls, one parallel to its length, another parallel to its breadth. ఏంటిది? ఏంటిది? బ్రెడ్త్. అదేంటి? అడ్జసెంట్ అంటే సైడ్ బై సైడేగా తీసుకోవాల్సింది. అంటే ఒకటి లెంత్కి ప్యారలల్గా ఉండాలి, ఇంకొకటి బ్రెడ్త్కి ప్యారలల్గా ఉండాలి. సో ఇప్పుడు మనకు కావాల్సింది ఏంటి? అక్కడ చూస్తే ఏం ఉండదు, బుర్రలోకి వెళ్ళాలి. ఏం కావాలి అని అంటే టక్కని కిందకు చూస్తూ ఉంటారు మీ పాడే మీరు. ఏరియా ఆఫ్ వాట్? ఏరియా ఆఫ్ వాట్? Painting is done for wall. Wall area in the sense the one which is parallel to breadth. Base into height. And area of that particular wall? Length into height. So to answer this question, what all variables we need? Length, breadth, height. If you know these 3 values, then only you can answer the question, correct? Because price is already mentioned in question itself. They are charging 1250 per meter square. Okay. So we need to know length, breadth, height. Come on. The length of the hall is twice of its breadth. Perimeter is 30. Perimeter 2 into L plus B is 30. L plus B is 15. Length is 2 times of breadth. If breadth is x, length becomes 2x. L plus B is equal to 15. From this, can we calculate length and breadth values? Yes. And then the area of the bigger wall, area of the bigger wall is 40. See, for a rectangle, which will be more, length or breadth? Right. From this, 3x is equal to 15, x is equal to 5, 2x is equal to 10. Now, you know length. Length into height. 10h will give you the area of the bigger wall. Correct? Which is given as 30? Okay, ento konta. Which is given as some number 40. From this, can we calculate height? So we know length, breadth, height. Can we calculate area required for painting? Will you get answer using one alone? Yes. Next. The height of the hall is 4 meters. Height is given. Breadth is more than the height by 25%. So can we calculate breadth? Because you know height is 4 and increase its value by 25%. So can you calculate breadth? Yes. And length is 200% of its breadth. As we already know breadth, just now we decided that we can calculate breadth. If you know breadth, take 2 times of it. Will you get length or not? Right. Will you get answer using 2 alone? 1 alone or 2 alone. Next. The speed of the boat in still water. When will you get speed of the boat in still water? If you know any 2 speeds out of remaining 3 speeds. In boats and streams, how many speeds we will have? 4. Man speed in still water, stream speed, downstream speed, upstream speed. If you want to calculate any one, if you know any 2 out of remaining, you can calculate any one. Got it? Right. So you must know either stream speed or downstream speed or upstream speed. Out of these 3, any 2 are sufficient. Come on. The boat can cover a distance of 10 kilometers in 20 minutes while rowing upstream. What is that you can calculate? Upstream speed. Will you get answer using one alone? No. Next. The boat can cover a distance of 12 kilometers in 20 minutes while rowing downstream. What can be derived? Is 2 alone sufficient? 1 and 2 will give you answer? Next. How many people are standing between R and S in a straight line of 15 people? Huh? Enti? Reasoning da? Okay. చెప్పక్కర్లేదైతే ఇది కూడా అదే అనుకుంటే కదా కంగారు పడ్డా చెప్పాలేమో అని మీరే వద్దన్నారు కదా సరిపోయింది ఓకే పర్వాలా ఒకసారి మాట ఇచ్చిన తర్వాత మీ మాట మీద మీరు నిలబడాలి రైట్ సో యూ వాంట్ మీ టు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ దిస్ ఇట్స్ ఆల్రెడీ 4:15 ఇట్స్ గెటింగ్ లేట్ యూ వాంట్ మీ టు డిస్కస్ దిస్ ఎనీబడి ఎనీ పర్టికులర్ క్వశ్చన్ అమ్మా 189 రైట్ రైట్ the total number of applicants who were granted visa for ఏం కంట్రీ ఇది ఏదో నేను ఎప్పుడు వినలా 2007 నేను వినలేదు రాజా 2007, 8, 9 together is what percent of the total number of applications who applied for visa in the same years together for that particular country. ఏముందమ్మా ఈజీయే కదా 7, 8, 9 right. Now for this country in 2007 50% granted, next 60% and then 70%. Now what is 50% of 900? 450. 60% of 1200? 720. Let me write numbers here. 450 and 720 and then out of 1100 70% is 770. Now total how many people were granted visas? 700. Let's add all hundreds places. 700, 700, 1400 plus 400, 50, 20, 50, 20, 70, 70, Total 1940 were granted visas out of how many applicants? 3,200 out of 3,200. Percentage, so into 100. Now, exact or approximate? Exact or approximate? Exact kada? Kadu, kadu, kadu. Right. Chalo, I'll tell you. So all options are close to. Observe denominator. How much denominator you have? 8. So 2 zeros cancel. If I want to have here 8, I should cancel both numerator and denominator with 4. Come on, 4 8 times. Come on, 4 times 16. 34 you have. 8 times. And then 5 times. Numerator is ending with and your denominator is 8. So denominator 8 satisfied for all options, and you know that your numerator should end with 5. Come on, convert mixed fraction to improper. 1 into 8. 8 plus 5. Is that equal to 5? No. Second option. 0 into 8 plus 3. Will it end with 5? 2 into 8 plus 3. Will it end with 5? 0 into 8 plus 5. Yes? That can be your answer, hold it. Next. Last option. 1 into 8 plus 3. Will it end with 5? No. Fourth option, final answer. Done. ఇది చేయొచ్చమ్మా క్యాన్సిలేషన్ ఇదంతా పట్టుకొని, లేదా న్యూమరేటర్ కంపేర్ చేసి కూడా చేయొచ్చు, బట్ టేకింగ్ టైం. And all options are very close to each other. For options like this, you better verify last digit condition. But make sure your denominator is 8 even in your calculation part. Okay na? Right. Any other question? Anybody?